Welcome to I Love California City. We're here doing interviews with our candidates around for our local offices. Here we have the East Kern Healthcare District Director, right? Position.
Yes.
There are three seats available, and I'll have you guys introduce yourself one by one and tell us why you decided to run for this office.
I'll go first. My name is Ruby Rizo. I've been in this office before. I'm not a current incumbent, though. I decided to run again because I took an interest in the healthcare and directives around our city. I'm a current resident and have been a long-standing resident. So the interests of my peers and people have always been something of an interest to me. My name is Janet. I live in California City. I've been living there for over 10 years already. I took interest in this position because I would like to bring more resources to the community. I would love to focus more on mental resources as well.
Um, our next question, well, actually, our first question, to really get in here. Which healthcare services do you feel are most important to have available within the district?
Definitely more resources for our families with smaller children. There's not a lot of like doctors or places, and I know we have like the one basic emergency room, but they don't take a lot of infants, like to say. So definitely care for our younger and actually the resources surrounding mental health as long as they're educating our parents and our peers because there's a lot of things that they don't understand and that they could actually use the resources and education for. I would also like to focus on the elderly as it is harder for them to provide transportation to get where they need to go. So providing those resources more locally, that would be better for them since most of them don't drive anymore or they don't have some type of transportation.
How do we improve access to services which are not available locally?
With any projects or any kind of services, it always takes footwork to put those in place. Those are some things that not everybody has the time or that they're willing to delegate or step in to do. Bringing those resources to the city can take a lot of time and a lot of stuff, to go around it. I know there's a lot of red tape. There's meetings, there's things that you have to go through first. But that's a process that I'm familiar with. And there's grants too. There's so many different grants that nobody knows how to write for a grant or go through a grant and then follow through the process of within the city. So there's funds and there's availability out there. It's just bringing them to the city, and it's a process, and you have to be willing to go through that process no matter how long it takes. Providing the proper knowledge, of course, and getting to know certain people, reaching out, going the extra mile. That is all that is needed as well. Providing those resources, educating the people, educating everybody in the city as well.
This is I Love Cal City, so we're definitely interested in California City and what specifically benefits us. So, what benefits do you hope to bring to the district, and how will they benefit California City?
So we do work in the educational setting, so of course for Mojave Unified, of course, and educating our parents as to help them out with their students has always been like a priority for us. And sometimes those resources cannot come from the school district alone; they need to come from other entities, which is where each parent would come in, providing those services for them. Um, uh, I've worked on a few projects that they've brought in as well, especially when COVID hit. We were able to bring those resources in for the shots to be done right there in the district. So I've done some projects. I know what it takes. But again, I think at this point, it's really more about educating people on how to get to those resources or helping us to get those resources brought to them. Exactly. So providing phone numbers, contacting those resources, setting up times and dates on when they can come out to the city where people don't have to use transportation, where people don't have to take the bus or stress out on how they're going to get there. So bringing those resources into the city, making sure that the whole city is aware of the dates and times when and where they will be located, and they're able to be reached at as well.
Normally, the healthcare industry is focused on monitoring and treating diseases and chronic illnesses. Healthy living is equally important. So, what can be done to improve access to healthy environments or encourage healthy behaviors?
Again, I think that kind of branches back to educating them for those resources of what input they can, exclusively what healthy living looks like or what healthy living can include, including a change of habits or a change of diet or a change of just small things here and there. But again, educating them on their choices and what those choices mean is more than just telling them, what they need to do. They need to be educated in those as well, as to why they're making those choices and what's best for them. And again, healthy living, that means that we're helping out not only like your body physically, but also mentally.
Of course, so helping out those people that also have mental illnesses and they need that extra support. So bringing in that extra support into the city is a huge thing as well. Making sure that they have other options, not just the ones that we currently provide, is a huge thing.
What makes you qualified and suitable for this position?
Again, we both work in education, so we have an ear to the ground with our students, our staff, our parents, most likely, which make up a majority of California cities. So these are people that we meet and greet every single day. We're both local, and we listen to their needs. We are some people that they're going to come to us no matter what. There's not a neighborhood in California City that we can't go to. So again, it's just listening, and then again having that empathy, right, on their needs and what they need in their areas, not just specific groups or something like that. So we really want to make sure that we're covering our city as a whole.
Definitely, I'm also a Spanish speaker, so being able to speak both languages is a huge must. I know my mom that doesn't really speak English is usually has a hard time communicating with certain resources because they don't have that availability of being able to provide bilingual services. So being able to provide that in Spanish speaking and speak to them as well, that is a huge plus. I have small ones, little ones as well, so I definitely know how that is with having little ones that need to be able to get the care that they need.
All right. And we have one more question here. What unique qualities and viewpoints do you bring to the table that would enhance the Eastern Healthcare District?
Again, I'm local, so and again, it as well. I've been there for a long time, and I try to always foster my relationships with people within the community, getting to know different viewpoints. So I definitely try to look outside the box on what people are seeing, and I definitely try to explain the red tape that we're going through so that they have an understanding of what we're doing. And I hate to say this, but it's put more into layman's terms. I don't want to just send them, show them a brochure with words on it. This is why we can't do this, or this is what we're doing. No, I want to be able to talk to them about it and, actually foster all the steps with these people so they understand what we are trying to bring. So basically, again, it's educating them and the reasons why we're doing it.
Exactly. So showing step by step on what we're doing and how we're doing it so that they don't feel like we're just leaving them behind is a huge thing. Um, Being bilingual as well, being local, all those things. Definitely we love to go the extra mile in order for us to not only help out our own families, but help out other families that are in need as well.
Well, like to thank you guys for being here. I want to give you one last opportunity to address the people that are watching this video right here. Remind them once again what your name is and you know uh, tell them why they should vote for you.
Again, my name is Rizo, and I don't only really tell people that you have to vote for me. I would just ask you to let you go with your gut, you go with your heart, or if you go with the explanations that I've offered. And if that sits right with you, then we would definitely appreciate your vote.
Definitely. My name is Duarte. I am here to hear everybody out. I'm here to provide as many resources as possible. If there's anything that you guys would like to focus on, we're definitely here to help out.
Thank you for doing this with us, Ruby and Janet, and thank you guys for watching this video. Get out there, vote. We'll see you at the polls November 5th.